Hello, how are you today? The live launch is a third day. Today is the last day. So we have been doing the live launch for 3 days, and today I'm going to talk about the decision. Do you make your own decision, or somebody else makes decision for you? So if somebody else is making decision for you, what happens? So what we're gonna talk about. If you want to have full benefit out of it, watch the end and you will get the nuggets the end. So watch the whole YouTube to get the nuggets. And let me introduce myself first, then I will talk about the decision. So what happens when other people making a decision for you, and so how we can make the decision. So my name is Anita Bansal. I'm consultant of Thinking to Result. My mentors are Bob Proctor and Sandy Galgar. And this is what I have learned from my mentors. Everything works according to the laws as universal laws and your own mind. You have to know your laws. You have to know your own mind. If you don't know your own mind and the universal laws, we might be working against of ourselves. So I was, and but now I'm aware of it, and then I can make the decision and make the way I use my mind. Now I'm aware of it, how to use it. And most of the time, if we are not aware of it, we might be using against of ourselves, and which I was before. And so Bob Proctor taught this information more than 60 years. You know why he did? He worked and is still working. I have used it. I'm still working on my goals as a summit goals. And Bob Proctor through this information, the CEO, the airline, the insurance companies, or if you just staying home, just like me, it works every each person as long as you got the goals, not just any goals, the goals we talked about, your desire, your purpose, something you really want. So you have to have a summit goal. So this is what I talked about on first day. And so today I want to talk about the decision, which is a really big thing. Be not aware of how to make the decision. And with my experience, I have been there before and I didn't know how to make the decision. I always left the decision on others. And but then since from this information, from my mentors, what I have learned, we have to make the decision, your own decision, the things you want to do, the things you want, or the things you want to experience in life. You have to make your own decision, what you want. And what before, no, I didn't know how to make the decision. I always left it on other people or family or friends, and then let them make the decision for me. And do you think in a good space to live like that, and other people are making a decision for you, what you want to do, what you want to experience in the life? And I think it's not really good space to live like that, because you are control of in other people's and like what we want, we never bring on the surface what we wanted to do, how we feel, uh, what we want as a decision making. And most of the time we don't make the decision because the reason is because we are not confident, we don't get the courage to make the decision. The courage doesn't just come like that. Courage, you have to have the awareness of yourself, and how to make the decision. You have to have the courage to do that. And this is the reason we don't feel confidence, we don't feel courageous to do that, and then we just leave other people to make the decision for us. And the end, we feel frustrated, we feel angry because the thing's not going around you the way you want. Even though down deep you know it, and this is what I want, and this is what I would like to experience, whatever the experience or something you wanted to do. But because of the we don't get the courage to speak up, or courage to say to others, this is what I want. And if you look at the children, they just say straight on the face, this is what I want, this is what I'm going to get. And because they are not thinking about other things, like that there's so much going on in the mind, and because the mind is not, there's no clarity, and we are not even aware of who we are. Children are, they are so pure, and they are born, they haven't, they are not aware of on other side of their self yet, because they're still small, and they say how they feel and how they think. And as we grown up, and we just bottle up, and we, the feelings we have, the desires we have, and something we really want to experience or have or do or create, and we don't really speak up. And with my experience, I always can bottle up myself. I always kept myself, and not expressing myself, what I want to experience, what I want, and how to make the decision for myself. And I always let other people or my family to make the decision for me. And then I realized it. I always wanted to do the things I want to do, the way I want to do, the way I want to experience, the way I want to have things. And the end, I always felt frustrated, even though I felt I let other people to make the decision for me. I felt this is the right thing to do, but the end, I always felt not good about myself, because the things are not going according to the way I want. And now, since I got the courage to do things, I have to make the decision, and it's a completely journey for me now, because I took me many years to become on that space. Because the reason is why we do that, why we procrastinate, and we don't make the decision for ourselves, because we don't feel the courage to do that. We don't feel confidence within ourselves, and we think other people got more confidence, they got more courage to do things, and we let them to lead our life, and we let them to do what how they make the decision and what they want. And the end, we feel frustrated, we feel angry, because things are not happening. Internally we know it, what we want, and then things doesn't happen according to that, and then we feel really angry and upset, and and then feel disappointed, because things didn't go according to the way I wanted it, the way I wanted to see the experience of my life. And it can happen because we're not taught in the schools, in the houses, how to make the decision. And even in the houses, and we always tell people each other what to do, what not to do, and we don't let them to make the decision as a children. And we don't let them to decide what they want and how they want to live, how they want to experience the life. We always making the decision as a parents, we always making the decision for them. I feel this what I have learned. Making the decision, we have to let the children to make the decision for themselves, and this what I have learned. And now I doing this, learning this information from my mentors, I feel confidence now. I feel the courage to do things. I start making the decision for myself, and if I want to do something, if I wanted to buy something, I make the decision straight away, and I tell myself, okay, this is what I want, this is what I'm gonna get, and I make the decision straight away. And it doesn't matter, it's not about money, you got the money, you don't have the money, it's about making the decision. Once you make the decision, you see yourself, your inner self is on like very confidence and the courageous to do things, and you're always gonna get them, because of we are not aware of who we are. And this is the reason we always feel scared, we always feel worried, and we always get really worried about things, if things didn't go right, and what's going to happen. And what I have learned, if things didn't go right, and then start all over again, doesn't really matter. For me, when I did my consulting, and I just made my mind up, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start helping people, and this is what I do. It doesn't matter if the people are watching me or they're not watching me. I'm a persistent. I'm taking the action every single day because I made the decision. This is what I'm gonna do, and the failure is a part of us. It's not a bad thing. Failure is to bring us on the more on the surface. We learn more, we grow more, we get the courage to do things more, and we improve ourselves, we move forward. And the mass of people, if they do something, they make the decision, and they don't go the decision don't go right according to them, and they just give up. They just give up because they think, what other people gonna say, what they're gonna tell you, how they're gonna feel about it, about you, about your life. And that doesn't really matter. This is what I have learned, and it just keeps moving forward, keeps going, and failure is a part of us. It doesn't matter if it didn't work, and then we move forward, and we always learn something from even from failure. We always learn something. We always grow, and so mass of people think like that. They don't make the decision. They think, oh, if I going to get fail, if I gonna is things not going to right, and then what I gonna do, and I'm gonna feel embarrassed, what people will think about me, what people going to tell me, and this 100 things going in the mind. And but when you learn how to make the decision, when you learn how to get the courage, when you learn how to get through the fear, when you learn uh, how to feel good about yourself, and then you don't think about on all other things, because you feeling good about yourself, and you know you're doing the right thing, you know it's benefiting you and benefiting others, whatever you're doing, and you're gonna keep moving forward, and doesn't matter what other people think, or what doesn't matter what other people feel about you. And is the main how you think and feel, because we are working with the laws here. This is what I'm keep telling you. We have to know the law, we have to know our own mind, because what we give, we receive back. Whatever we are giving to ourselves, we always gonna get that back, and as a benefit, either negative or positive. What information we are feeding to ourselves, and that's what we're gonna get back. If you're feeding yourself negative, and whatever is going on in your mind as your thoughts and feelings, and that's what you keeps attracting it. This is the reason you cannot come out of that circle. You just keeps going around and around, and just like dipper, it just like a roller coaster, just going around and around, and not going anywhere. And people, because they cannot make the decision, they cannot do they cannot move forward, and because they're so scared making the decision, they're so scared what happened. They're always thinking ahead, something wrong, something negative. More we're gonna think negative, more we're gonna attract the same thing. And because we are working with the laws, what we give, receive back, cause and effect. And because we are made of energy, because of the reason is we are not aware of ourselves. This is the reason most of the time in our life we don't make the decision. For me, I'm really good making decision. Now say I'm going to give you very simple example. Say if I have to clutter my house, I have been doing that for many years now. And if I make my mind up, okay, these the clothes I don't need, I just take them out and I give to donation. And before I couldn't do that, I had the boxes were full with the 30 years old cardigans and clothes. More than 30 years, I was collecting them as a cardigans. I thought I might wear them sometime, or some of the cardigans, I never wore them. And then when I started learning this information, and I learned uh, is the first law is the clarity of your mind. is a first law. If you haven't got if you got the clutter in your mind, and your house going to be a clutter too. If you can tell people how they are living, and you can tell what's going on in their mind, looking at their house, because the house is in a clutter. There's a lot of clothes everywhere, and and um, and I don't do that anymore. I decluttering them all the time now, because more I do that, the clothes I don't need, I donate, and I feel so good. It feels really good, because I feel I'm sweeping my mind. It's like I'm feeling the clarity every time I do that. I feel so good about myself, and the less is, I feel more better now. It's more space, and the new things comes. And when they said when the space is empty, there's always the space gonna fill. And then the new things, I'm buying the things I love. I'm buying the things that inspires me. The buying the things makes me happy. But not before. I was just collecting the clutter, because sometimes things you don't even like, you just keep them, and you think you're gonna wear them. So it's all about decision. Everything is a decision. When I did my consulting, I made my mind up. I'm going to do that, and because I was ready, and I made the firm decision from my faith, believing in myself, and then without any fear, I said, I'm going to do that. I'm ready to do this consulting, and I'm going to do that. And that was 30,000 Australian dollars. That's a lot of money. Making the decision and doing this course. But I made my mind, and I got the money, and I did my consulting. Then next thing, I wanted to go to Canada and fly and watch the paradigm shift from my mentors, Bob Proctor and St. Galgar. That's in LA. And my husband booked the flight for me. He booked the hotel for me. And then I wanted to have my license. And you have to go to Fly Canada, and to get your license to do the training for 2 weeks. And in the seminar, big seminar with the 300 or 500 people, and I made my mind up, I'm gonna do that. And I attracted everything. My husband booked the flight for me. He booked the hotel for me, and that was all making from the decision. It's not about the money. I had a lot of money. It's not about the money. It's about the decision. Decision comes from your faith. Decision comes from out of fear, and decision comes to believing yourself, having faith in yourself. That comes with the right study, and then right information, then study, then knowledge, then awareness. Awareness come after awareness. You start developing the faith in yourself. And the opposite is a worry, doubt, and fear. Most of the time, people are living in the worry, doubt, and fear. And the opposite is a faith. Faith comes with the right information, and making the right decision, and having faith in yourself. And yeah, this is what is it. So I did my consulting, and so this is what I'm just sharing with my experience. Now I make decision very fast. If I don't make the decision, I don't make the decision. When I make the decision, I make it very fast, and then and very solid. And this is what I want. This is what I'm going to do. And not before. I wasn't like that before. No, I was as like a mess, and just following others, and making other people making decision for me. And then the end, you feel frustrated, you feel angry, you will get, why is things are not happening according to me the way I want? Why is always things happening? Other people are making the decision, other people, I'm following others. So not anymore, because I got the faith. I believe in myself. I trust myself, and I speak my authority. I speak my truth. I stay on my truth. And whether other people like it or don't like it, that's their problem. It's not my problem. And as long as you don't do anything wrong, and so making the decision is a big thing, which you don't learn in the schools, in the universities, in the houses. And I have learned from my mentors what is the really meaning of making the decision. Because we are not just a body, we are more than body. We are living in three planes: mind, body, and spirit. And if we are aware of our spirit and how you think and feel, and you attract everything according to that. This is what we call law of attraction. Once we are aware of who we are as a spirit being is always looking for extension and expansion, and it doesn't want to shrink. Most of the time we are just shrinking every day. We are just shrinking because things are not happening according to the way we want, the way we want to grow, the way we want to move forward, because it's not happening the things we want. It's always things happening and we're just sitting there and watching. No, you have infinite potential. You can do, behave, and create anything, but you have to have the awareness of yourself, who you are. Once you know who you are, is non-stop. Because you're aware of it, you are more than body. You are not just a body. You are living. The spirit is living in the body, and spirit is everything. Spirit is the body is dead. The spirit goes. The body is just dead body. So we are more than body, we are spirit being. Spirit is always flowing to and through us. And if you start believing in that, if you start trusting in that, if you have a faith in yourself, you have to have a faith in yourself, not outside. Faith is not outside. Believing is not outside. Spirit is not outside, it's within you. You have to start believing yourself. You have to start having faith in yourself. Whatever the decision you want to make, you have to have a solid decision. Then definitely things going to happen according to. I remember my mentors, Bob Proctor, he always used to say example, somebody wanted to buy the house, and my mentor used to say, go and buy it, and then person will say, I haven't got the money, how can I afford it? And Bob used to say, have you made the decision? And the person will say, no, I haven't made the decision. Then why you need the money? Why you need the money then? There is a more than that, what he's trying to say, because we are spirit being. If we haven't got the faith and believing in yourself, we're not really believing in the faith, do we? We are not living in the faith, do we? And the spirit is more than money. So once we make the solid decision with the faith, and the money is always gonna come. And so this is what Bob used to say, make the decision, then you go and buy the house. And we always get by it. If we want something, we always make it up. We always get money. And so it's to do with yourself, because we're always living in the fear. And the fear is always looking for protection, the safety. And we never do things what we wanted to do. We never expand ourselves. We will never, we always shrinking, and we always procrastinating it, and we are just leaving the things I'll do tomorrow, or when the environment is better, or uh, when I will have the money, or when my husband or my spouse, my wife will tell me to do things, or my husband will tell me to do things, then I will do it. When my family will say yes, then I will do it. We always do things like that. We always make the decision, other people making the decision for you. And no, this is what I have learned. You have to learn how to make the decision for yourself. Nobody gonna make the decision for you. And because what you give, you receive back. Whatever the energy you are giving to yourself, that's what you're getting. That's what you're experiencing, the same again and again and again. So start thinking, I can do it. I have infinite potential. I am capable to do anything, do, have, and create anything. And because power is flowing to and through us all the time, and you have to have really good self-image. You have to believing in yourself. You have to have a faith in yourself, and the beliefs. Remember, I talked about yesterday about the beliefs. You have to have the sound beliefs according to the laws as a positive beliefs. And when you start doing these things, the beliefs and the self-image really good self-image, how you want to feel about yourself, definitely these things works. For me, I'm improving my self-image every day, and I'm believing in myself every day. I'm having faith in myself every day, and I'm changing my beliefs every day. And I'm going through the fear. Even when I do things, I feel the fear because I'm aware of it, how to go through the fear, and I do the things, and it feels so great. It feels so good because I'm not just sitting down and waiting to fear go away. Fear never gonna go away. We have to go through the fear and do the things, and this is what we call the courage. Courage doesn't come just saying that I got the courage. No, courage come with the growth. The courage come with the moving forward, doing the things you love, inspire you, makes you happy, and yeah. I think what time is it? 8:36. Yeah, we still can go a little bit more. So hopefully you're going to start making the decision for yourself, and not to leave decision on other people. And if you are, then this is what going to happen. And we always feel disappointed, procrastinating. Sorry, I cannot say that. Yeah, we always leaving things, things we say, oh, okay, I will do it tomorrow, after tomorrow, after tomorrow, and we are not making the decision, solid decision, and this is the reason, and we're not doing the things we love. And yeah, there's a big difference, because I can say that because I've been there before, and now I'm aware of it, and it's so beautiful to knowing that. And because you know your own mind, how the mind works according to the laws, then you always using your own mind and the laws together, and then you don't need anything else. And because you're aware of it, how the mind works, you're aware of it, how the laws work, then you're just working on that. It's so beautiful to knowing that you're more in harmony, you're more in peaceful, you're more in happiness, because then you know how to live in a confidence, then you know how to live in a faith, then you know how to live in a courageous, then you know how to live out of fear. Even the fear is always there, but then we know how to go through the fear, and then you know how to improve your self-image because you know how to do it. So hopefully you're going to start doing that, and leaving the decision on yourself, not on others, and this is the only way to grow, and making the decision for yourself, and believing yourself, having faith in yourself. Hopefully this YouTube going to help you to making the decision. Start making the decision, just small decision. So what I can do for myself, something you love doing, something always you wanted to do, just make the decision and on the faith and believe in yourself, and see what happens. You know what is gonna happen. It's not the end of the world, and just try it, making the decision for yourself. Don't rely on others making the decision for you. And this is what I have learned from my mentors, and I think it's really good to know that, and then you can teach your children, and they can make the decision for themselves, and you don't have to worry about them. They're gonna make the wrong decision. Even they will make the wrong decision, and they can there's always another chance. We can do other things, or we can, of course, we always learn from things, from the mistakes, and from the mistake we learn more actually, and we move forward. So hopefully this lesson going to help you making the decision. And uh, and the questions you might be asking, so if you do need a further help, and let's make appointment, and send me the message. And if you would like to book, you have to send me the message, and then uh, I can talk. If you do need a further help, let's book you, and then let's talk about your goals, personal goals, professional goals, and let's see what is going to help you, and see how you go. And don't hesitate to send me the message through comments, and let's book and help you, and around your goals, personal goals and professional goals, and to see what happens. and yeah, and let's see if it's a right fit. Whatever, this is what I do. I help with the personal goals and professional goals. If it's a right fit for you, and you can move forward, and I can, yeah, this is what I do. And thinking to result, of course, going to help you to achieve your goals. And but you have to make the decision. Book online and send me the message, and on the Zoom we can talk about your goals, personal goals and professional goals. And after that, if it's going to benefit you, see, and see what happens, and any further questions, please send me through the comments, and the questions you would like to ask, further questions. And yeah, I can help you how to set your goals, personal goals, professional goals, and writing your goal card, and the self-image as a goal description, as a goals. We have to know the self-image, like how you want to live your goals, and as a life script. Yeah, and I can help you with that also. And yeah, and see what happens after that. And there's no pressure buying anything, or so just book online on the Zoom and send me the message, and through the comments, and let's book to help you do personal goals and professional goals, and see what happens after that. Yeah, and I think I have covered everything. So today was the last day for live launch. And if you do have a further questions, please send me the message through the comments. And hopefully these YouTubes are helping you. And and leave your comments if you do need a further help around any area for talk. Then I can start talking about any area you think you need to learn. And I think that's all for today. I think yeah, thank you for watching the YouTube. So hopefully you're gonna start learning how to make the decision for yourself. And yeah, and thank you for watching the YouTube, and have a great day. Thank you, and bye.